Now, I think this is visible to everybody. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it visible screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today's topic will be we'll be talking about two things. This is the most important. That is abstract classes in Java. Most important concept. Basically, whenever you are using ready-made classes, you will probably find this type of classes in your um, ready-made packages and all those things. Okay. So what is exactly the meaning of abstract classes in Java? Okay. The class which is declared with the abstract keyword, ध्यान में रखना, the class which is declared with the abstract keyword is known as an abstract class. Okay, is known as an abstract class. So the class which is declared with the abstract keyword is known, जिसके नाम के आगे abstract class होगा वो class आपके abstract class बोल के use किए जाएंगे. Now what is the use? So it can have an abstract and non-abstract method. So what is there into this one? So it can contain methods with the body only. Okay, methods with the body means called as an abstract method. Is called as an abstract method. And non-abstract method मतलब क्या है, जिसके अंदर बॉडी में कुछ तो भी लिखा होगा. So before learning into this, we'll need to what is abstraction in Java. ये सबसे पहले समझना बहुत जरूरी है, तब जाके हम बोलेंगे what is abstract method and what is abstract class. Now abstraction, this is one of the best feature of your Java, we can say it. Okay, it is one of the best feature of object oriented programming, and indirectly it is a part of Java also. Okay, so abstraction is a process in which you are hiding and implementing the details and showing only functionalities to the user, and showing only functionalities to the user box, and only showing functionality to the user. That's it. Okay, so hiding and implementing the details and showing only functionality to the user is nothing but an abstraction. This question is asked always in an interview. What is abstraction? So abstraction is the process of hiding and implementing details and showing only functionalities. तो डिटेल छुपाना बर functionality को open कर देना, that is the most important thing, that is of abstraction. So another way you can show that it shows only essential things to the user, only essential to the user, and hide the internal and hide the internal details. Okay, so hide the internal details and show the essential things what is required to the user. This is nothing but an abstraction. Abstraction मतलब सभी छुपाना नहीं, only details को छुपाना, but functionality को expose करना. For example, we'll give an example. By whenever we are sending an SMS, there are two types of text, where you type the text and you send the message. So you know the internal processing but the messaging delivery. Okay, so you are only concerned about only messages sent, you are not concerned about the details कि उसको कब मिला क्या. व्हाट्सअप में अभी वो चीज़ें हमें समझ में आती है, बट व्हेन वी गो फॉर जनरल मैसेज यू आर जस्ट सेंडिंग मैसेज. आपका इंटेंशन कि आपको सिर्फ आगे वाले को मैसेज भेजना, बट उसको रिसीव हुआ क्या, उसने कब पढ़ा, वो इन्फॉर्मेशन से अभी कुछ लेना देना नहीं. दैट इज नथिंग बट एन एब्स्ट्रैक्शन. ओके, सो एब्स्ट्रैक्शन कैन फोकस ऑन ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, नाउ हाउ इट कैन बी डन. सो टू हाउ टू अचीव एब्स्ट्रैक्शन, दो चीज़ें से मैं पहले बता के रख रहा. इफ़ यू आर यूजिंग एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लासेस, you can move from abstraction from 0 to 100. 0 to 100 it is depend upon you कि आपको किस तरीके की abstraction यानी कितनी चीज़ों को hide करना है. 0% से 100% तक you can go for abstraction. But whenever you are saying interface, another concept that we will be learning after this one, it is 100% what we call as hiding the data. It is 100%, but abstraction is from 0 to 100%. Are you clear with this one? So there is always a question been asked, what is difference between abstract class and interfaces? So you should be clear. These examples we will be doing in the upcoming session. We'll have an difference between the abstract class and interface. But currently what we need to understand is very simple. Abstract classes will be having and achieving an abstraction from 0% to 100%, whereas whenever you want to achieve 100% abstraction, you have to go for interface. That's it. Are you clear with this or not? Yes or no? Yes or no, everybody? Yes, I want reply. Whenever you want,
Yes, sir.
whenever you want to go from 0 to 100, anything, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, you have to go for abstract classes. But whenever you want to 100% abstraction, what is abstraction? Hiding and implementing the details implemented details and showing only functionalities. That's it, the only meaning and only definition of abstraction. Now we'll go for abstract classes now. First one, abstract classes, that is from 0 to 100%. What, how to get it? Now the class which is declared as an abstract is known as an abstract class. यानी जिस क्लास के नाम के आगे abstract लिखा होता है वही क्लास abstract class होती है. So it can have abstract and non abstract method also. उसके अंदर abstract method भी हो सकते हैं, यानी सिर्फ declaration, और non abstract मतलब उसके अंदर definition भी हो सकता है. Now this need to be extended and it is the most implementable. So whenever you want to use it, you have to go for implementation, then only it will get executed. Implemented मतलब क्या, उसको आपको inherit करना पड़ेगा ही पड़ेगा, तब जाके आप उसको use कर सकते हैं. Now points to remember. First one, abstract classes must be declared with an abstract keyword. जब भी आप कोई क्लास को abstract बोलना चाहते हैं, you have to use the keyword called as abstract before the name. First rule. Second, you can have abstract and non abstract method. दोनों भी method आप लिख सकते हैं. Abstract method भी लिख सकते हैं, non abstract method भी लिख सकते हैं. So choice is yours. Okay, 0% क्या 100%. Okay. Now it cannot be instantiated. मतलब क्या, you cannot create an object of the abstract class. You cannot create an object of abstract class. So that's why it is called you cannot instantiate. So you cannot instantiate. ध्यान में रखना, you cannot create an object of abstract class. Then next one, you can have constructors and static method also. Constructors and static method भी आप उसके अंदर लिख सकते हैं. And final, you can have final method which will focus on the subclasses, not to change the body of the method. So you can use the final method also. Okay. So rule number 1, abstract keyword use करो. Rule number 2, क्लासेस के अंदर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट और नॉन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड आप लिख सकते हैं. थर्ड, यू कैन नॉट क्रिएट अ ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास. फोर्थ, यू कैन राइट अ कंस्ट्रक्टर स्टैटिक मेथड. फिफ्थ, यू कैन राइट अ फाइनल मेथड आल्सो. आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these 5 rules we have shown you. An abstract class must be declared with an abstract keyword. Second one, it can contain abstract and non-abstract method. Third one, it cannot be instantiated. Fourth one, you can have a final method into that. And fifth one, you can have a constructor and static method also. That's it. Okay, so we'll go for a small example over here. Okay, small example. So just waving it, small example. Okay, so whenever you are creating any class, if I want to create a class like a class as an abstract, I have to use the keyword called as an abstract. Okay, so what is abstract? This is called as abstract class. This is called as abstract class. Just I will put some enter in over here. Okay, so this is example of creating an abstract class using creating a keyword called as an abstract. And second is how to create an abstract method. So whenever you are creating any method, if you are using the keyword called as an abstract, इसका मतलब you have implemented abstract method. Is it clear to everybody? Abstract method, an abstract class, how to declare it. This is class, this is parenthesis, this is rounded brackets, so that's why it is function. Function has return type, class don't have return type. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Small example will go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go for small example over here. Now I am creating a class called as a bike. I am creating a class called as a bike, और उस क्लास को हम मुझे abstract बोलना है. Abstract मतलब क्या? उसके अंदर एक फंक्शन रहेगा, that will be again an abstract. Abstract मतलब क्या? उसके अंदर definition नहीं है. मतलब क्या? ऐसा curly braces और उसके अंदर हमने कुछ logic नहीं लिखा, ऐसा कुछ logic नहीं लिखा. Are you getting? So I have not written any logic. Okay, so that's why it is not there. Okay, so how to declare a function? It is very simple. Okay, so declaring a class, उसके अंदर मैंने एक function use किया. देखो, this is rounded bracket, no parenthesis, direct semicolon I have added. Okay, this is only a declaration of the function, and this is a declaration of a class. Class is having one function called as the run, which is of type abstract. Are you clear with this one? The first class bike.
Yes, sir.
Now second class. Now second class is I am inheriting this class called as a bike. और मैंने जो class लिया, that is Honda 4. This is the name of my class that will be implementing the features which are written into this one. So the run function will be included over here. Now I am doing writing function overriding because I have implemented, I have written a function into my program also and into the another upper class function also. Okay, so there is a run function. So whenever I am extending this class, I am writing a function. So whenever you are implementing the class, you have to copy the name of the class and you have to rewrite the function over here. This is called the function overriding, making compulsory function overriding. And you are overriding over here and you are writing a logic over here. ध्यान में रखना, whenever you are overriding, don't use abstract again over here. Don't use this abstract again with before the name. Now this is the function of bike and I am writing the declaration over here and definition at the another class which has implemented the class. That's it. Okay. Now when I create an object of this bike and Honda class, this is what we have seen. Dynamic binding. Child class object is creating with the help of parent class, and object.run, it will be calling the run function and we will be getting an output called as running safely. Are you clear or not how to run this function?
Yes, sir.
So declaration of function in the upper class, abstract class, and using it. So we'll move further. Underline the real scenario of abstraction. What is exactly the real scenario? So in example, shape is an abstract class and that is implementing a provisional rectangle and circle class. So we'll go for small example little bit. We'll not go for the theoretical part, we'll go for example. Now this is my first example, that is of abstraction 1. First class I have written, that is shape. Okay, this is abstract class, ध्यान में रखना. उसके अंदर मैंने एक फंक्शन लिखा है draw, वो भी abstract है और मैंने ये क्लास को बंद कर दिया. That's it. So first class is over. Now second class I have written. This is second class, that is rectangle, but that has inherited the shape. Next class, and I have override this function called as a draw function और उसका logic मैंने यहाँ पर लिख दिया. Okay, now I have created one more class. और एक class मैंने लिखा है. This is circle class, and again it is implementing this shape class. Okay, again this is parent class shape, inherited into rectangle, parent class shape inherited into circle. Same function, draw function return logic and draw function return logic into your shape also. Okay, now I am going for abstraction. Okay, so I am saving this file with abstraction1, test abstraction1.java. Now in this abstraction, what I have done is that I have created an object of circle. Now what is circle? Circle is a child of a shape. Okay, and now I am taking the help of this. This is nothing but a real scenario when object is provided through using a method called as a getShape. Okay, so I will be creating object of circle and I will be calling the draw function of the circle. Draw function of the circle. It will be called and we'll get a function called as drawing circle. Are you clear or not? Yes or no? Abstract class inherited into child 1 and child 2, and we can call this function by using it into this one. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now another
Yes, sir.
वही example हम लेंगे जो पिछले वाला example लेते हैं. The blank class will be an abstract class और वही blank class हम हर तरफ use कर रहे हैं, that is SBI or PNB, and this is again overriding the abstract class by writing a definition over here, and the same thing we have implemented. You will get an output what is expected. Okay, we will not spend more time on this example. You just execute and you will get an output. Now what is most important for us is is that abstract class having constructor and data members and methods. Okay, so if an abstract class have data members, abstract methods, method bodies, that is non-abstract method, constructor, then what to do with this one? Okay, so for example, I have created one abstract class called as a bike. Okay, and it is having a constructor now. पहले एग्जांपल में वैसा नहीं था, अभी इसका एक कंस्ट्रक्टर भी है, उसके अंदर हमने कुछ लॉजिक लिखा है. Then it is having one more function called as a run, which is just a declaration. Okay, it is just a declaration, and this is the function. This is called हम बोलते हैं non abstract method. Non abstract method मतलब क्या? This is abstract method. Why we call it an abstract method? Because it is having only इट इज हैविंग ओनली डिक्लेरेशन, इसके अंदर डेफिनेशन नहीं है. आई एम हैविंग वन मोर फंक्शन बट इसके अंदर डेफिनेशन. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ नॉन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड. नॉन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड. ओके, सो मेरे पास नॉन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड है. आई एम राइटिंग विद येलो. आई हैव अ कंस्ट्रक्टर इनटू दैट, अगेन येलो. बट इसके अंदर मुझे मेरे पास एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड भी है. दिस इज एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड. सो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट क्लास हैविंग constructor, abstract method and non-abstract method. Are you clear with this first class now? Abstract
Yes, sir.
class having वो constructor भी है उसके पास, उसके बाद abstract method भी है, non-abstract method भी है, तीन वैरायटी है. अब इसको यूज कैसे करना है? आई एम यूजिंग दिस क्लास दैट इज बाइक क्लास. मैं इसको यूज करूंगा मेरे नए क्लास के अंदर जिसका नाम है होंडा. ओके, नाउ आई वांट टू यूज, जब मैं यूज करूंगा तो 100% मुझे ये फंक्शन कोड का डेफिनेशन लिखना ही पड़ेगा, because here there is only declaration, and whenever I am extending I have to write the definition. Okay, so I am writing the definition of this run function, then I am directly calling this one. Okay, so creating an object of the Honda. Honda is your child class taking help of the super class. I am calling the run function, उसका definition मैंने यहाँ पर लिखा है, and gear change gear जो मेरे parent class के अंदर लिखा है. So I am calling both function, abstract function also. This is calling an abstract function and this is calling non-abstract function, and this is calling a constructor, because as soon as I am saying new Honda it means it is calling constructor. This is calling abstract method and this is calling non-abstract method. So are you clear with this one? Abstract method, non-abstract method and constructor को हम कॉल कर सकते हैं. We will get an output like this. Bike is created मतलब constructor कॉल हुआ, running safely मतलब abstract method कॉल हुआ, and gear change non-abstract method कॉल हुआ है. Everything. So constructor के अंदर लिखा था bike is checked. First one is the output. Then we have called this gear changed. Sorry, running safely. That is the run function, and then we have called this gear change, that is the third function. Okay, so gear change is the third function. So we will get an output like this. So are you clear with this? How can we call a constructor of an abstract class? How can we call an abstract method on abstract class? And how can we call a non-abstract method on abstract class? Are you clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rule: if there is an abstract method in a class, the class must be abstract. अगर आपने कोई फंक्शन को अगर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कीवर्ड लिखा होगा, अगर आपने वो क्लास के नाम के अगर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कीवर्ड नहीं यूज़ किया होगा, एज पर द रूल दिस विल जनरेट एन एरर, so we'll get a compile time error. Are you clear with this? If there is any function which is abstract into any class, then we have to write this abstract keyword before the name of the class, then only it will get executed or it will get compiled. Otherwise it will generate an error. If you don't do this one, it will generate an error called as a compile time error. Are you clear with this rule now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Second rule: if you have extended an abstract class, if you have extended an abstract class, यानी आपने कोई ऐसी क्लास लिखी, क्लास होंडा extends बाइक 1 2 ऐसे मैंने अगर लिख दिया, then you must either provide the implementation of method or make this class abstract. फिर से एक बार, if you are extending an abstract class, now this class I will say call it an abstract class because this is having an abstract method. अगर मैंने इस क्लास को abstract class को inherit कर दिया into my class, then the abstract method, then you must either provide the implementation of the method, यानी इसका implementation आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. What is implementation? I have to write like this something into this one. Okay, नहीं लिखना होगा तो कम से कम उसको डिक्लेयर करके छोड़ना होगा ऐसा. और make this class abstract, or make this class abstract. So this is the thing you have to maintain as far as the program is concerned. Are you clear with it or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm just changing the previous content. Okay, okay. So another real scenario we'll create like this. वन इंटरफेस ऐसा एज्यूम करेंगे अभी इंटरफेस क्या है ये मैं नेक्स्ट पॉइंट में सिखाने वाला हूँ नाउ आई हैव जस्ट क्रिएटेड इंटरफेस ए एंड देयर इज फंक्शन कॉल्ड एज ए बी सी एंड डी ऐसे चार फंक्शंस मैंने लिखे हैं मेरे इंटरफेस के अंदर if I go for implementing this interface A into my class which is abstract class into my class and it is again an abstract class and when I implement this function C okay I have just implemented one function C ये चार में से सिर्फ मैंने एक ही फंक्शन को इम्प्लीमेंट किया ये वाले को okay this one I have implemented into a class called as a B and I have created one more class called as M वहाँ पर मैंने इस क्लास को इनहेरिट कर दिया और इस क्लास के अंदर मैंने बचे हुए फंक्शंस A B और D को इनहेरिट कर दिया A B और D को इनहेरिट कर दिया then when I go for running it like this one A what is A is object of class M and what is A is nothing but the interface ध्यान में रखो this is interface and right hand side this is interface and on left hand side it is interface and right hand side this is a class which has inherited the interface into class B और class B को inherit किया class M के अंदर हम उस M को inherit कर रहे हैं now with taking the help of this A I can call A function B function D को भी कॉल कर सकते C को भी कॉल कर सकते though it is present into your upper class that is into your B class so you will get an output of all execution तो ध्यान में रखना interface can be implemented into your abstract class okay an abstract class will be inherited then only it will be accessible तभी जाके वो रन हो सकती है this is the only thing you have to keep in mind as far as the abstraction is concerned so are you clear or not yes or no yes or no
Yes, sir.
now we'll move further for this one more what you call as
Yes, sir.
we'll move further for one more type that is interface अभी ये interface जब कल ये समझ में आएगा तब आपको ये दोनों में difference बहुत important है abstract class and interface okay now interface now in this example we'll be talking about the interfaces in Java examples of interface multiple inheritance by interface multiple inheritance को support करता है interface that's why it is working what is marker interface what is nested interface so ये कुछ questions हमारे सामने आ जाएंगे we will be talking about the interfaces now as you all know that Java don't support multiple inheritance but you can do this one by taking the help of the technique called as interfaces so interface will help you to go for multiple inheritance will be helping us to go for multiple inheritance okay so an interface in Java is a blueprint of a class can you tell me the same example what is a blueprint एक पिछली बार हमने लिया था this is the blueprint object is a blueprint of what object is a blueprint of what yes
Class.
okay then again I am saying that interface in Java is a blueprint of class again I am saying okay again I am saying why see this it has static constants and static methods okay so what is the basic difference between that see it will be working like just like an object interface in Java is mechanism of achieving abstraction it is same like object but the mechanism will be for the purpose of abstraction so why we go for interfaces only for the reason of abstraction उसका बाकी कोई reason नहीं to achieve abstraction we go for inheritance it can be only abstract method also in the Java not method body so abstract whenever we are saying abstract method only abstract method यानी जिस function का only declaration होता है वही चीज़ें हम इसके अंदर लिख सकते not method body कभी भी आप इसके अंदर method की body नहीं लिख सकते then only we can achieve 100% abstraction मतलब क्या only declaration of function no definition of function in other words when I will say that interface can have an abstract method and variable and it will never ever have it will cannot have an method body ध्यान में रखना it will only have an abstract method and variable only declaration no definition you cannot write body of any function in interface. That's it. Are you clear with it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can write only methods, abstract method यानी सिर्फ declaration और variable. You cannot write method body. Okay, now Java interface are also responsible for is a relationship. मतलब जैसे मैंने बोला था, programmer is a employee. Direct relationship, direct relationship is called as an is a relationship. Okay, it cannot be instantiated just like an abstract class. मैंने पहले बोला कि you cannot create object directly just like abstract class. So in Java, since Java 8 came into exist, we can have default and static methods in interfaces. This has started from Java 8 version. Keep in mind that we can have default and static methods in interfaces. And from Java 9 onwards, we can have private methods in interfaces. These are the two changes which has happened into Java from last few years. Java 8 has allowed for default and static methods into interfaces, and Java 9 version has allowed for private methods in interfaces. Are you clear with it or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next question, why we should use Java interfaces? What is the reason behind this? So three reasons are there. Three reasons. First one, to achieve abstraction 100%. To achieve abstraction 100%. First. Second one, by interface you can support the functionality of multiple inheritance. That is, you can go for multiple inheritance जो Java नहीं कर सकता था. With the help of interface you can go for multiple inheritance. And third and most important, it can use to achieve loose coupling. It can help in achieving loose coupling, not tight coupling. No direct connection, indirect connection between classes. Yes or no? Are you clear with this or no?
Yes, sir.
Now मैंने जैसे बोला कि it is used to achieve abstraction. First one, it can be supporting from functionalities of multiple inheritance, or third one, for the achieving loose coupling. These are the three reasons. Now how to declare an interface? How to declare an interface? Okay, now an interface is declared by using a interface keyword. ये आपको use करना पड़ेगा. Just like this one. It provide total abstraction. जैसे मैंने बोला 100% abstraction के लिए जब जाते हैं तभी हम interface use करते हैं. Means all the methods in the interface are declared with empty bodies. This rule you have to keep in mind. Okay, all the methods in the abstract method in your interface must be declared with empty bodies, and all the fields are public, static, and final by default. Public, static, and final. Yani, what is static? You cannot change. Final, you have to inherit it, and public, anyone can use it. Okay, so by default, any function or any field you have written into interface is by default public, static, and final. Okay, are you clear with this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, small example, interface name and interface keyword use करना है, and उसके बाद में interface का नाम देना है. So we'll go for implementing it in 8th version. Okay, so interface printable, this is the name of interface. That will be having only declaration of variable and declaration of method. If we go for compiling this, it will be automatically converted into this like this. So as far as Java 8 interaction is concerned, what compiler will be doing, that you have to understand. So what compiler will be doing, it will be converting this whatever you have written into the keyword like this. जैसे मैंने बोला था public, static and final keywords जो हमने लिखे नहीं है, but automatically it will be converted into public, static, final, int, this one. Then this method, that is print method, will be converted automatically into public, abstract, void print. Okay, are you clear with this or not?
Yes, sir.
So compiler printable.java, ये आपकी फाइल अगर होंगी तो कंपाइलर उसको कैसे करेगा, जब भी उसकी क्लास फाइल बनेंगे, it will be changing the whole syntax of the variables will be changed into public, static, final keywords, and methods will be converted into public, abstract keywords. These two keywords will be added in front of the void main. This will be done by the compiler. हमें उससे कुछ लेना देना नहीं, हमें दिखाई भी नहीं देगा ये, but it will be internally connected. It will be considered in this format only. Are you clear with this one or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
the relationship between classes and interfaces. Okay, this we need to understand. What is the relationship between the classes and interface? As shown in the figure given below. Now this is example. Class extends another class. Class extends another class, and interface extends another interface. Classes extends another class, interface extends another interface, but classes implements an interface. But classes implements an interface. So example के लिए हम जाएंगे. Class can extend a class. This class can extend a class. Class can implement interfaces, but interface can also extend interface. But implementation की अगर बात कही, यानी इसके functions की अगर हमने बात की, इसको use कौन करेगा, उसको किस तरीके से लिखना है, that will be implemented only by the class. It can be extended. Interface can extend the interface, but it cannot implement it. उसको use नहीं कर सकता. Use करना है कोई भी interface को, तो you have to use the class. Then only it will be executable. That means it will be implementable. Are you clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are inheriting a class into class, the keyword you are using extend. Whenever you want to inherit interface into a class, it should be implement. And whenever you want to inherit a interface into another interface, no implementation, it should be extends. This is the question been asked in interviews. If I am extending class, what keyword should be used? प्राइमरी सुपर क्लास और चाइल्ड क्लास के बीच में रिलेशनशिप लाना है मुझे इनहेरिटेंस का, तो मैंने कौन सा कीवर्ड यूज करना है? आप बोलेंगे सर एक्सटेंड. ओके. अगर आपने इंटरफेस को इम्प्लीमेंट करना है आपके प्रोग्राम के अंदर, यूज करना है क्लास के अंदर, यू विल से सर इम्प्लीमेंटेड. बट कोई इंटरफेस को दूसरे इंटरफेस को के फीचर को लेना है, इन दो सिचुएशन यू कैनॉट यूज implementation, you have to use extend keyword. This is a MCQ question been asked, and you should be clear with this one. Are you clear or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in this simple example of interface, I am creating an interface printable, और जब भी हम कोई इंटरफेस बनाते हैं तो उसका कीवर्ड होता है इंटरफेस. और ध्यान में रखना, वी विल बी ओनली राइटिंग अ डिक्लेरेशन, नो डेफिनेशन. अगर आपने इसके अंदर कोई डेफिनेशन लिखना चालू कर ऐसा भी लिखा तो भी एरर आ जाएंगी. यू नेवर राइट लाइक दिस. नाउ आई वांट टू यूज दिस इंटरफेस, I want to use this interface into another class called as A6 class. Also, okay. So A6 class will be implementing this interface. Interface inherited into class need to be done by the keyword called as implements. ये वाला interface को inherit करना class के अंदर keyword होता है implements. So that's why I have using the keyword called as implements. Are you clear with this or not? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. और मैंने ये फंक्शन को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद ये फंक्शन का डेफिनेशन मैंने लिख दिया. ओके. सिंपली आई विल बी क्रिएटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ दिस क्लास and I will be calling this function. Automatically it will be executing. This is simple example of creating interface and implementing interface, and we will get an output like this, hello. Okay. So how to, this example is how to create an interface and how to implement into class and how to run or call that function which is implemented from your interface. That's it. Are you clear with this or not? Yes or
Yes, sir.
okay. Another example, drawable. Now again I am creating one interface, drawable, with one function called as a draw. ये भी interface है. Now I am implementing this interface called as a drawable into a class. तो मुझे इसको यूज करना है, तो मुझे क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा? कीवर्ड implements. Okay, क्योंकि interface implemented into a class is done by the keyword called as an interface, that is implements keyword. Now I will be using writing a definition for the draw method. जो आपने डिक्लेयर किया था उसका डेफिनेशन में लिख दिया. डेफिनेशन मतलब क्या? उसके पैरेंथेसिस के अंदर हमने कुछ तो भी लॉजिक लिखा. एंड I am calling another same function. Again same function is I am using it into the second class called as a circle class. It is again class, and again it is implementing the drawable. It is again an interface. Okay. Okay. Now I am creating object of this circle, यानी ये वाले का, taking the help of this drawable. Okay, and I am calling this draw function. So this will be calling the draw function which I have written over here. This is called by reference. Okay, so I am drawing circle. You will get an output drawing circle. So are you clear with this? One interface can be implemented a class 1 or class 2 also, and when you want to use run only the second class, you can only create the object of the second class. That's it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Same example you can do with your banks. Already we have done this. Create one interface, use this interface into your SBI, into your PNB bank, and just go for implementing it. You will get an output. ये मैं अभी इसके लिए टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करता. Now the most important thing I want to go is that multiple inheritance किस तरीके से हम कर सकते हैं. So multiple inheritance. Okay. So what is multiple inheritance? Two parents giving the features to the one single child is called as multiple inheritance. मतलब क्या, एक जो नीचे वाली क्लास है उसको दो पेरेंट्स है, multiple, single and second one, first one and second one. This is called as multiple inheritance. Now this is what we call as problem into Java. So multiple inheritance which is supported into Java, the answer to this is we can go for multiple inheritance, which is not possible by implementing two interfaces. एक तो हम ऐसे कर सकते, या फिर यानी आप कोई क्लास में दोनों इंटरफेस को इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते, या फिर कोई इंटरफेस में दो इंटरफेसेस को एक्सटेंड कर सकते. सो मल्टीपल इनहेरिटेंस कैन बी डन विद टू इंटरफेसेस within your class also and into your interface also, using implements keyword also, using extend keyword also. Are you clear with this or not? But ध्यान में रखना है, implements can only be used with the classes, extends can only be used, there is a relationship between interface into interface. Are you clear with this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Same example, printable, this is an interface, उसके अंदर function है. Second interface showable, ये भी इंटरफेस है, जैसे ये दो इंटरफेसेस है. नाउ दिस इज अ क्लास 7, दिस इज क्लास 7, और इसके अंदर हम दोनों इंटरफेस को यूज करना चाहते हैं, मल्टीपल इनहेरिटेंस, यानी कॉमा यूज करेंगे. फर्स्ट प्रिंटेबल, दिस इज एन इंटरफेस, एंड सेकंड शोएबल, दिस इज एन अगेन इंटरफेस. ये दो इंटरफेस को हमने इनपुट किया, इसके अंदर एक फंक्शन है प्रिंट, इसके अंदर एक फंक्शन है शो. ये दोनों फंक्शन को हमने डेफिनेशन लिख दी नीचे ये क्लास के अंदर, और वी हैव क्रिएटेड ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ दिस A7 and we have directly called this print function and show function. That is multiple inheritance. इसमें के फंक्शन को और इसमें के फंक्शन को हम दोनों को यूज कर सकते हैं. Are you clear with this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So multiple inheritance can be done using a implements keyword by putting a comma delimiter. Okay. So we'll get an output like this. Printable and showable में जो लिखा है, that is hello and welcome. So we'll get an output hello and welcome. That's it. Okay, clear to everybody now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then multiple inheritance is not supported through classes in Java. Multiple inheritance is not supported. मतलब क्या कि जैसे हम कोई दो इंटरफेस को इनहेरिट कर सकते हैं एक क्लास के अंदर, हमें आउटपुट मिल जाएगा. बट इफ यू गो फॉर इनहेरिटिंग लाइक दिस, वन मोर एग्जांपल, यानी ये एग्जांपल में नहीं, ये सिर्फ आपको ध्यान में रखना है that you cannot go for multiple inheritance, that is not supportable through classes in Java, but it is possible only through the interfaces. तो example उन्होंने बोला कि पहला interface printable, second showable, implement it just like previous example, we'll get an output. Okay. Now interface inheritance, one second, interface inheritance. So if you want to go for inheritance with interfaces, yani parent child into interface, just like this, this is printable first interface. Now this is showable, which is another interface, but it is extending one interface. ये parent interface को extend करूँगा यहाँ पर. Okay, so one interface is inheriting into another interface, we will be using a keyword called as extend. यहाँ पर implement keyword नहीं use कर सकते. And now this showable will be accessible into my class, and what is the name of my class is test. This is multi-level inheritance. Okay, printable will be top, then the child will be showable, and then there will be one more class, that is test interface. So hierarchy number 1, number 2 and number 3. इसके अंदर मैंने एक फंक्शन लिखा print, इसके अंदर मैंने एक फंक्शन डिक्लेयर किया show. दोनों का डेफिनेशन में लिखूंगा ये क्लास के अंदर, and I will be implementing. This is nothing but multi-level inheritance that can be supported into interfaces also. Are you clear with this or not?
Yes, sir.
So default method in interface जावा 8 में जैसे बोल रहा था, जावा 8 में डिफॉल्ट मेथड्स भी लिख सकते हैं। मतलब क्या कि दिस इज ड्रॉएबल इंटरफेस, देयर इज वन फंक्शन कॉल्ड एज ड्रॉ। और अगर हमने इसके अंदर एक फंक्शन लिख दिया, जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था कि हम ऐसा नहीं लिख सकते, यानी डेफिनेशन नहीं लिख सकते, बट if you are writing a definition of a function, you have to use the keyword called is default, तभी जाके ये कंपाइल होगा। आफ्टर जावा 8 वर्जन डिफॉल्ट मेथड कैन बी रिटर्न इनटू इंटरफेसेस। ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है। क्या करना पड़ेगा, अगर कोई फंक्शन का डेफिनेशन आपने लिखा होगा तो उस फंक्शन के सामने जाके डिफॉल्ट लिख देना है, ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल बी नॉट चेंजेबल, दिस इज अलाउड। if I'm implementing this drawable into my class, automatically I can access the function called as draw and I can access the function called as a message, just like this one. So मैं draw को भी कॉल कर सकता हूँ और मैसेज को भी कॉल सकता हूँ, और मुझे मैसेज का डेफिनेशन लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं, बिकॉज इसके सामने मैंने डिफॉल्ट लग दिया है। So it cannot be changed. So we can use this also, alternate from Java version 8. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
एंड 8 वर्जन में और एक बार हमने बोला था कि हम स्टैटिक भी लिख सकते हैं। ओके, स्टैटिक मेथड यानी क्या, अगर हमने ड्रॉएबल नाम की कोई इंटरफेस किया है, उसके अंदर ड्रॉ नाम का हमारा कोई फंक्शन है और हमने क्यूब नाम का एक फंक्शन लिखा है विद इट्स डेफिनेशन, इसके अंदर डेफिनेशन है, अगर उसके नाम ने हमने डिफॉल्ट की जगह अगर स्टैटिक यूज किया तभी भी हम उसको यूज कर सकते हैं। सो सी दिस ड्रॉएबल इज नाउ इम्प्लीमेंटेड इनटू द क्लास कॉल्ड एज रेक्टेंगल। आई हैव इम्प्लीमेंटेड दिस ड्रॉ and now I am creating one more class called as this one, and there is a test interface static creating object of rectangle with taking help of drawable, and this is the D. I am calling the draw function which is present into the definition like this one, and I am calling the cube function also by saying static। जैसे मैंने बोला कोई फंक्शन स्टैटिक होगा तो हम उसको डायरेक्टली ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं यूज कर सकते, आई कैनॉट यूज डी डॉट क्यूब। So whenever you are declaring any function as static, you have to call the name of the class dot the name of the function, that's it, then only it will be called, and this is possible into the interfaces from version number 8 onwards. Are you clear with this or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So next one, what is marking as targeted interface? Okay, so an interface which has no members known as marker or targeted, tagged, what you call as a marked or tagged interface। यानी अगर मैंने इंटरफेस लिख दिया सीरियलाइजेबल, उसके अंदर मैंने कोई फंक्शन ही नहीं लिखा, इस दिस टाइप ऑफ इंटरफेस इज कॉल्ड एज मार्क्ड और tagged interface। Are you clear with this? What is marked or tagged? This is cast in interviews। Okay, this is for example you can go for serializable, ये एक interface है that is without any function, that is clonable, there is one more interface that is without any function, that is remote interface that is without any functions। So this can be used to provide some essential importance information to Java virtual machine। JVM may perform some useful operations whenever they go for serialization or cloning or remote। So in this situation we go for marker or tagged interfaces। Are you clear with this or not?
Yes, sir.
लास्ट वन, नेस्टेड इंटरफेस। क्या हम इंटरफेस के अंदर इंटरफेस लिख सकते क्या? ओके, यस वी कैन राइट दिस ऑन। जैसे नेस्टेड क्लासेस होती है उसी तरीके से नेस्टेड इंटरफेसेस भी लिख सकते हैं। यानी क्या, इंटरफेस प्रिंटेबल will be having one function called as a print and will be having one more interface which is present into its body, this is nesting function। interface के अंदर और एक interface, this is nothing but nesting interfaces that is supported by Java। Are you clear with this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today's session we have completed with two parts, I think so। one is abstract class and second one is interfaces। I am expecting इसके अंदर के जितने भी examples है you go execute it and write your output in your 200 pages notebook, then only it will be clear to you what is abstract class and what is interface। Okay, yes, any doubts?
No, sir.
No doubts, no doubts। Okay, no questions? Anybody want to ask some questions? Have you completed your
No, sir.
assignments, 24 assignments which I have given in last week? मैंने बताया था लेक्चर में. Does anybody has gone for it? Complete किए सबने?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vaishnavi has completed. Rest not have completed. Okay. I am giving again extension Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There is a 25th, 26th of January. After 26, 27 जब भी हम मिलेंगे, I will ask individually आपने क्या किया अभी तक. Okay. I will be taking a report and based on that the evaluation will be made. ध्यान में रखना है, you have to complete your assignments till 26th at any situation. Okay. So we'll meet tomorrow and we'll continue.